So I've always thought of a bucket list as being something, the wildest dreams or things that you wanted to experience, but you never allowed yourself to imagine possible. So your bucket list, those things that are in your bucket list, those dreams that are, I don't care what it is. It could be something that is ministry, or it could be something that's just ministering to you. I want to go
Mhm.
on a vacation. R and R.
Come on.
R and
Come
R.
on. You have
That's
to
a
have
ministry
that.
too.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Whatever it is, if it is a dream that you had that has hit you, depending on how heavy it is. But my question to you is, what are you doing to get there? Or is this just a fantasy? Because to me, that ain't even a bucket list.
I truly want to die empty.
Mm.
I don't want there to be anything left in me. I want to pour out to others. I want to give to others. I want so that when my time is of expiration is up, I know I've done everything that I could do to help and give everyone else.
Thank you for joining us once again. We are Her Presence. I am Andrea Wormley, and I have my co-host, Kelli Moorer. I'm laughing because the last episode I gave her my last name. So I was like, Moorer. So Kelli Moorer, and then we have Melissa Benson. So welcome. Thank you again. Make sure that you share, make sure that you subscribe, make sure that you are you know what? We are on YouTube. We are on Spotify, Apple, all the major podcast platforms, all the social medias, TikTok even. So please make sure that you go there and subscribe. All right. So today we are going to be talking about bucket lists, bucket lists and dreams. And so before we go forward, because I know we need to define what does that mean? So I think you had a definition. You you was like, hurry up, so I can say
I don't forget. So I would say a dream is your compass.
that. Okay.
Okay. It's your compass where you want to move forward to. And I would say your bucket list would be the itinerary.
Okay.
I love that.
So I want to travel more. And my itinerary is going to be all the different places that I want to go to.
Okay.
Mhm.
And when that bucket gets almost empty, I got to create more places to go to.
Mhm. I love it.
Because you made a comment about that one.
Oh yeah.
About what somebody
Wait,
told you
wait,
about
that's
that bucket
hilarious.
list.
Sometimes when you're sharing, on my bucket list, someone said to me, bucket list? Why you had a bucket list? Once you finish everything on that list, is your life over? The bucket is over? I'm
Gotta
like,
kick the bucket.
Kicking the
no.
bucket.
It's just like what you said, though. It's a dream in the itinerary. I love that. I love that.
thank
And,
you.
and I said, when you were telling us that earlier, I'm like, because I got a lot of buckets.
Okay, lots of buckets.
Because it's
Keep the
done.
bucket.
Next bucket. It's just like purses, right?
Right, exactly.
How many purses we got? And then I'll buy a purse.
Come on.
And
Come
it'll be
on.
big, because I need more room. And then now I don't have any room. Like, okay, let me get another purse. So, nah. And there's some purses I'm not gonna kick. I can fill that back up again.
Come on. Keep it rolling.
Yes. So what is your definition though?
I agree. I didn't have that definition that Kelly had, but it is everything that I can imagine and want to achieve and do. I mean, it doesn't even have to. I have mine in different categories: professional list, travel list, just my wildest dreams list, so it's whatever. And as I'm going along, as I'm achieving those things, that's why I like vision boards. So
Vision boards.
we'll keep talking
Yes,
about
I
that.
got
But
vision boards.
it's almost your bucket list is almost your dream vision board
your
to
map.
me.
It's
Yeah.
the map.
It's
Okay.
all the things that you want to do.
Yeah.
Wow. So I've always thought of a bucket list as being something the wildest dreams or things that you wanted to experience, but you never allowed yourself to imagine possible.
Mm,
Mhm.
That's
okay.
what
Mhm.
I thought,
Mhm.
that's what I've always thought a bucket list to be. So, like, for example, now it's funny because I'm about to say this because this is when I was younger. I dreamed this. Um, but now I feel like, it's obtainable. But then I didn't. I always wanted to have a big house with a lot of rooms so that I can put adoptees in it.
Oh,
When I was young, I'm
I
having a
love
house
that.
and I'm putting all
Oh,
the adoptees in, you know, and I feel like, the reason why I say it's something that's obtainable, it may not look exactly like that,
mhm.
but I really feel like it's obtainable to get invest in a bunch of houses and put some folks in there that feel like nobody sees them,
Mhm.
Yeah,
that
Yeah.
they need to be accepted, they need to feel acceptable, that they need to understand that
yeah.
we do see you,
Right.
Mhm,
hence adoptees,
Yep.
mhm,
You are adopted into this right here. We see you. So that for me is what a bucket list is. And once it's done, you already know when you start doing stuff, then you
mhm.
start adding stuff, right?
Yes,
Right. Right.
yes.
Yeah. So, okay. So, bucket list.
Mhm.
Can sometimes it's hard. Name one thing that's on your bucket list that you haven't done yet, Kelly and Melissa.
Go, Kelly. No.
One thing on your bucket list that you want to do, and the reason why I want us to do that is because I'm hoping at the end of this episode or maybe in another season, we bring this back up and say,
Mhm.
"Did you do that
Did it
thing?"
happen?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
yeah,
want to bring, you know how I am. I
yeah.
want to bring accountability now. What you gonna do? How we
I
gonna do
love
it?
it. I
You know?
love
Okay.
it.
So one
Well,
thing, anybody, go.
my bucket list, the itinerary is Italy.
Okay.
Is
Going to
Italy. You
Italy.
just went there for the anniversary, and I want to be there for 2 weeks
Okay.
because I want the full experience.
Mm,
That is on my bucket list. That one and the Olympics, which
Dylan.
that one's gonna
I want
come
to.
fruition because I'm on that first draft of tickets. So
Okay, okay,
Ooh,
okay,
as
okay.
we gotta figure
love
out
it, love
what we want to see,
it.
what we want to see.
Olympics.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
okay, okay. Melissa?
So, my bucket list kinda reminds me of yours. Um, I want to have a family compound.
Girl,
Yes,
wait. Now
yes,
I can do it.
yes,
Yes.
Dun, dun, dun,
yes,
dun, 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 dun,
yes,
dun, dun, dun.
yes.
And let me
Yes.
let me tell you
Okay,
how
Yep.
okay,
it's
go.
laid out. At the entrance of the compound is
Mhm.
this big, beautiful church so that everybody can come and gather. And then you've got the area for all of the gatherings, like a community center and all of that. And then you have all the houses of my mom and my sisters and whomever wants to be in this little compound. Is it whoever? Everybody got their own little house. And then we have the rec center where you can come and swim and tennis and basketball and movies
She
and
really went there. I love it. I love it.
Look, she
I
was thinking
love
about it.
it.
but it becomes and then we take that and we do outreach. So the church is just not for the family, it's for the community, and we
Mhm.
give, and we have a giving closet and a food storage and all these yeah, so that's what's on
She
my
gonna make you make that happen.
well, come on, girl, come
'Cause
on.
I'm about to ask some
I
questions,
know you are. I know. I
and the
know.
question is,
Uh-huh.
what do you have to do to get there?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
What
yeah.
do you have to and you really need to write that down. Write it down and make it plain.
Mhm.
Mhm.
How are you going to get that? Like, is that just a dream that is a fantasy? Or is it a dream that you want to really? Because to me, a bucket list is not just fantasies.
Right,
A
right.
bucket list is, "I'm doing it." And I
Right.
think that
Mhm.
that's also the difference,
Yeah.
right? Like, I have this bucket that I'm carrying around, and it represents stuff that I think about all the time, and I kinda
Mhm.
plan it out, and when I'm just kinda, you know, sitting down in my chair and I have a moment to myself like, "Mm,
Mhm.
and I want to add this to it. Ooh, this is
Yeah,
and these colors. Ooh, and that's gonna be nice right there."
yeah.
that's your bucket, right?
Mhm.
So what are you gonna do, Kelly,
Okay.
So my
to
bucket
get
list,
there?
and I should have defined it a little bit more. It's not just me; it's my family. It's the
Mhm.
whole family.
Okay.
So that's the daddies and the brothers,
Mhm.
and then we can add some friends along too.
Mhm.
Um, so it is on my vision board. And I have some action steps that I have to take to make that a reality. And I'm in the process of doing that. But this that action, the vision board that is helping me to create those steps.
Okay. It's the vision board.
The vision
And you
board.
do a vision board every year?
I do a
Or
vision board every year and I update it every quarter.
okay, okay, okay.
I mean,
Well,
it's updated, but I look at it heavily every quarter to see if I've made those marks.
and so you've made steps towards that.
Yes.
Have you made steps towards your compound?
I have not, but you know what?
Mhm.
I believe, first of all, you have to be able to see it.
Right. The vision.
So I can see it.
You see it. It's
It's
clear.
there. It's there. And I didn't even mention too, it would have a because I have family members who are aging. So this compound would have our own care facility for those aging family members
Wow.
because I don't want to put, as we talked about, nursing homes and things like that. I want to be able to bring that on that compound
Mm,
so that people can be cared for around their loved ones and you're not all scattered all across the US trying to make sure someone is being taken care of.
Wow.
Yeah.
mm.
So
Wow.
I believe you got to be able to see it
Clear,
first.
clear.
You got to
Right.
be able to see it.
Right.
But no, haven't taken the steps to do it. But I guess I could say one way of taking the steps is being financially sound because none of that comes to pass if you don't have your finances in order.
Right.
So that is something I'm constantly working on is trying to build wealth.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
can see clearly
Come
now the
on,
rain
sing
is gone.
it.
All right. So I like what you said. And I want to say also that if your bucket list does require funds, and just don't let that stop you because there's grants, there's all
Mhm,
sorts of funding, especially if you're going to help the
mhm,
community. And, so there's so many ways to make that happen. Um, so I told you what my childhood bucket was to do that, but since then it's kind of expanded itself. My husband and I, we used to lay in bed and it wasn't a fantasy, it was a dream. Like we want to do this, this, this. So we want to be able to, um, so you know how the man was sitting on the side of the church and he had
mhm,
his little can and
mhm,
Peter said,
hmm,
"Well, silver and gold I don't have,
mhm.
but what I have to
Yes,
I'll
yes.
freely give you," right?
Mhm.
And then what they gave him was a relationship with God, but it strengthened his ankles.
Mm,
So back in the day when my husband and I would just like lay in the bed and dream about stuff, we want to do that. We
mhm,
want to be able to train, whether it be us or someone coming in, bring those
mhm,
people in, and there's a training that's happening, and then there's a placement, there's shelter,
mm,
and you're working in businesses that we
mhm,
have,
Mhm.
and that is an opportunity for you to
mhm,
network and meet the very person that you needed to meet to go across the bridge to do the thing. You know what I'm saying?
mhm,
And to be
mhm,
a so like when we were back in the day dreaming about that, and it is past our wildest dreams,
mm.
right? Now it's like, we could do that.
Yeah.
And so now, like I asked you, like, what steps, and like you said, I like how you said, well, we can see it. We're just trying to, but
Mhm,
now then we got to a place where we started to write it down and what does that look like and how does that feel and what do we need to get that and
mhm.
all those kind of things. And a lot of times when your bucket li- list is big, it may take a while,
Yeah.
right? And
Mhm,
sometimes you can't get discouraged on that, right? Because it's like when people be like, well, so Is your coffee shop ready yet?
Mhm, mhm.
Well, you know, you can't feel like, man, it's no, I was hoping that it would be done by now, but it's not. And God has to always remind me, but it's because of the impact and
Mm,
it can't be
mm.
rushed. It
100%.
has a
Yes,
timing,
yes.
right, to it.
Mhm.
So your bucket list, those things that are in your bucket list, those dreams that are, I don't care what it is. It could be something that is ministry, or it could be something that's just ministering to you. I want to go
Mhm.
on a vacation. R&R. That's ministering
Come
to
on,
R
me.
and
come
R.
on, you have
That's
to
a
have
ministry too.
that. Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
Whatever it is, if it is a dream that you had that has hit you, depending on how heavy it is. But my question to you is, what are you doing to get there? Or is this just a fantasy? Because to
Mm,
me, that ain't even a bucket list.
Yeah,
That shouldn't even, you know what I'm saying? That's just
yeah,
like, I'm fantasizing about some stuff. I ain't
mhm.
gonna never do it. I
yeah.
was talking to somebody the other day and she was telling me that and I never even thought about that, the difference between like what a fantasy really is. It's not really
Mhm,
something that you intend to do. It's
mhm.
just, I'm just maybe
Fantasizing.
daydreaming.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
So that's that, think about that.
Mm.
mm.
Is what you so-called have on your bucket list, is it a fantasy? Because if it's not a fantasy, then what are you doing to
Yeah.
get there? I mean, honestly, is the compound a fantasy? No.
Mm-mm,
So
mm-mm.
let me start. Is
That
going
seems
to
serious.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is going to the Olympics just a fantasy? Every time
Ma'am.
it's
Mhm.
time, you're like, ooh, I wish I could go. And if I went, I would be sitting over here. You know?
I
And
need
then I'll
seeing
go
that.
over
I'll be a
here.
part of that.
Mhm,
Yeah.
You know?
mhm.
So I think that that is really important. What thoughts? Thoughts on what on that?
I
Mhm.
would say, as you were talking about the coffee shop and things like that, I believe this everything does not have, as you mentioned, it's about impact, but it's also about preparation.
That part, the journey.
Every part of the wait is preparing. You may try to, well, why is this delayed? Or why is that delayed? Or why is this? Because it's a lesson in each little area. Sometimes we get so caught on the destination that we forget all about the stories and the lessons in the journey.
And getting there quick.
Oh,
And getting there
yeah.
quick. Not run, but walk through it.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the dream is there for a reason. It's there for a reason. Man, and look, I was like with Bible study here. Come on. Come on. Listen. David was identified as the king
Yes, he was.
when he was in the shepherd field. The dream was there. He was anointed, he was appointed.
Yeah.
It was for him.
Yeah.
But it was many years later before he actually had the physical crown. Sometimes it's all about killing the lions and the tigers and the bears so that when you got here, Goliath was not an issue.
Yeah.
That one little stone.
Come on. It's preparation for your journey. Just keep dreaming and believing it's gonna happen.
Yep.
Don't give up on your dreams.
Yep.
Yeah. And just being your authentic self in the
Yeah.
present.
Yeah.
Like sometimes people will be like, well, didn't you say that didn't you have that dream? Didn't you say, didn't what's yes, and being authentic and being okay with saying, but this is what's going on.
Mhm.
Because some people need to hear that. They
Yes.
need to know that some things are not quick.
Mhm,
No.
Some things are
mhm.
not
Overnight.
overnight.
No.
No.
Some things,
Mhm.
most things that are of substance
Right. Take
will
time.
take
Take
time.
time.
Take time.
And most things that are of substance needs an authentic self
Mhm.
to move through
Mhm.
it, right? And so that's really good.
Yeah.
Thank you for
And many people hate to share their dreams, right?
Mhm.
Because of dream
Sure.
killers.
Let me tell you something, because greater is he that is within me than anything. I don't even understand it. I don't understand
Yeah.
how anybody could take any dream from me. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay.
As you
Whoa.
as you said,
We done got
dun,
started.
dun,
Dun, dun,
dun.
dun, 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 dun. Pick them up, put them down.
But
Mhm.
let's talk about her
Yeah.
presence.
Yeah,
Her
yeah.
presence.
Yes.
This
Yes,
was
yes.
a dream And the bucket list is the itinerary, all the steps that we have done even
Yes.
before we even got here. Because
Yes.
I know somebody was creating a whole bunch of steps. I was just using my vision board. I was using my
That's
vision board.
okay.
But we got, and thank you,
Oh
Lord,
my
for
God.
their understanding. Because I know they're like, if you guys gonna just have it.
Yeah.
But here we are. Here we are.
You
Yeah.
know, I just pulled out a vision board from 2024, and what is on there? Podcast for women.
Mine was 2020.
See?
It's in my bedroom.
Gosh.
Mine was 2020.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. And when you look at it,
It's
you're like,
good.
right?
Wow.
And
When
here we
you
are.
and here we are.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
And then like you talk about the journey, like the journey you have the podcast was in your bucket list and you had it
Mhm,
on your shoulder, you just carrying it
mhm.
around. And then maybe you had conversations and you're like, "Ooh, that'll be a good topic
Mhm. Yes,
and then all of a sudden it happens,
it
right?
happens.
And suddenly, and it's not really in suddenly, but it is in suddenly, right?
Mhm,
Because sometimes you're like, well, okay. And then suddenly, it
mhm,
comes
mhm,
together.
mm,
And then the other thing about a bucket list
mm.
is when it does happen, enjoying the journey even then
Yes, yeah.
and not, um, what is the word? Don't sometimes we have our expectations of what it should look like, which is
Mhm,
good. I mean, because we
mhm.
should plan, but
Yeah.
always leave room for the molding of
Right,
it. Be
right, right.
pliable, right? So that you can enjoy. Because if you're not pliable, then it's going to be a hard road.
Mhm.
You have to give yourself permission to be
Flexible.
Yeah,
flexible
yeah.
and move. There's another word I'm trying to
I
think of.
when you were saying, I was thinking morphing because this thing can go into so many different ways. You may have one thought of how things are going to go, even with my whole family compound.
Mhm.
Who knows what that could become? So don't put yourself in a box with your dreams.
And it's
Just
so tight that you
yeah,
can't expand
you
it,
can expand.
you know?
Mm, mm,
Podcast. I
yes.
had a vision, you had a
Mhm,
vision, and then
mhm.
we all come together and it's been expanded
Yes.
into something. It's become something bigger than we even thought that this probably could be,
Mhm.
possibly could be.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mm.
the flexibility of it.
Be flexible.
It reminds
Yeah.
me of a story.
Let me
Go.
hear the story. Let me hear the story because you got good stories.
There was this king who loved to play golf. You
Okay.
probably heard this story before.
Not yet anyway.
So he loved to play golf. So he invited one of the world-renowned golf players to come over to his castle and all of this and in his country and play golf with him. And they had such an amazing time. The king said to the golfer, he said, "Hey, I've enjoyed the time with you. What can I give you? Because I want to bless you." And the golfer was like, "Oh, I had a good time too. You know what? I'll just take a golf club. That'll be fine." And so he gets back to the US and he's, waiting a couple of weeks and he's thinking to myself, I wonder what this golf club is gonna look like. Is it gonna be gold plated? Is it gonna be silver plated? Will it have my name engraved on it? What will it be? Weeks pass, months pass. He's like, "Man, I ain't got my golf club yet. The king said he's gonna give me a golf club. I'm waiting on it." Huh. Months pass even more. He's still waiting. I guess he forgot. I guess I won't get the golf club, but it's all good. I had a good time anyways. A letter comes in the mail. He opens the letter. It's a deed, not for a golf club, but a golf club.
Club. You see? Da-da-da-da.
Woo!
When we talk
See?
about
Wow.
dreams,
Right.
we may have one thing in mind, but our king our Father who
Mhm.
put the dream inside of us has way bigger plans than we can ever think or imagine that He will do for us.
That is awesome.
This
That is good.
podcast is just one of those dreams.
Love it.
Where can it go?
Wow. So, okay, so I have a question.
Yeah.
I usually when I ask questions that yeah, y'all like, "Oh, okay."
She gonna answer her own question first.
Oh, okay. What is one experience? Because we have many. We just talked
Mhm.
about that earlier. What is one experience that you want to have that's in your bucket list, but it's going to cause you to have to step into a braver version of yourself? And so I'll answer first because
Yeah,
you
go ahead. Yeah.
because
You always have these questions.
all right, a braver version of
Mhm.
yourself. So one of the things in my bucket list is so some years ago, I found out that I always knew I was Blackfoot. That's in my family, and but I found out that I'm from Nigeria and East Asia,
Mm.
which is weird. At the
Mhm.
time, I thought it was
Mhm.
weird, but in research, I found out that East Asia is Cherokee. Blackfoot is a Cherokee.
Mhm.
Blackfoot is also a coined name for the black-faced Cherokees that mixed with Nigerian.
Mm.
So, okay, that's neat. And so I have been researching and doing deep dives into that, right? That's like whole other kind of stuff that came out, right? But
Mhm.
one of the things I want to do is go to Nigeria. And I want to
Mm.
go to Nigeria and follow the diaspora of my people.
Wow. Mm.
That is not a fantasy. That's something I want to do. But I
Mhm.
do feel like that is I have to step into a braver self because of what that may bring on,
Mhm.
as we walk this journey from there you know, to America, to Arkansas, how we
Mhm.
got there, all that kind of
Wow.
stuff. I want to walk it, physically walk it. And so I know for a fact, like even when I think about it, I'm excited, but it's bittersweet. Like, oh,
Mm.
it's gonna be we really are gonna have to be in prayer
Mhm.
um to do that journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
What about
That's
y'all?
cool.
Your braver self. What do you have to do? Or what experience, if any, maybe there's not
Mhm.
one, if any, where you have to step into a new braver self, a stronger self.
I will say for me is there are dreams and imagine and things that I can only imagine that I wanna do beyond that compound and everything, but it's gonna cause me to step out of my comfort zone of security in the sense of
Mhm,
being more vulnerable
mhm,
and sharing myself with others,
Mm.
mhm.
even the
That's good.
places that I don't want everyone to see,
Yeah,
Mm.
I get that.
because that is how you truly reach and connect people.
Mhm.
Mhm,
And I'm one of those people that I like things a certain way,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna have to let that go. And I
Mhm.
know that's a part of me stepping into that bravery
Mhm.
is letting go of the part of me that needs everything to be, I'll use the military term, dress
Dress
right
right dress.
dress.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
have to shed that off. And that is a prayer for me daily. It doesn't have to be dress right dressed.
No.
Shed it, release it so that you can do your God given purpose, your God given those dreams and desires. You can get there, but it's going to take you to consume all of that other stuff that's holding you back.
Right.
mhm,
Yeah.
mhm. That's good. That's good.
That's just mine. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really good. Mine's a combination. I gone through some of that and have been going through some of that in the last couple years. Shedding some stuff, having to shed some stuff. I don't know if it was a bucket list, but the dream was to let go.
Mhm.
And then how do I let go?
Yeah.
And what is that going to look like? Um, and is there trusted people that you can have those kind of conversations with? So I get it. I get it. Mine is a couple years ago, I think when Gabrielle Union turned 50, she took a trip to Africa and she wanted to explore. Um, I'm gonna kind of paraphrase it. It's the slave ships and how,
Mm,
you know, the tribes that we were in and how the selling and the capturing and then going through the last tunnel before you leave your Africa, your homeland, and you're going now into the ships. I watched that a couple of times, and I didn't know how. I That's a journey that I want to take.
mm. It's
Don't
amazing.
not love, but want to take and want to strip myself bare and walk in their shoes.
Mm,
The kings and the queens and the beauty of who we are or who we were, and then being taken from your homeland, from your family on these
mhm,
ships. And we've heard many tales about what the ships were like and the close by close and on top of each other, and many didn't make it, and then coming into this country,
mm, mm.
Mm. Wow.
the whole journey.
Yeah.
You just made me think of something. I was talking to someone, um, I was on a cruise and I was talking to a lady who was from either UK or I can't remember exactly where she was from, but she was from Europe. And she used the term African American and American. And the way she used it kind of threw me
Mm.
off a minute. Like, why wouldn't you just say, because she was comparing me to someone else. And I thought, wait a minute, why wouldn't you just say Americans? Why
Mm,
am I
mhm,
African American? So as you were mentioning that story, I'm thinking, what we see here is different how not all, but other countries perceive those who have come over and all. So it's when you're saying that, it's just I can visualize exactly what you're saying your dream is. I can
mhm,
visualize it,
mhm,
and I can see being stripped of all of that physical deity and royalty, knowing it's still on the inside. You know who you are. That's an amazing dream.
yeah,
And I man, just to know that whole, and it ties in with yours because we were a people before we were brought over
right.
to
That's resilience.
yeah. Oh, yeah, that's resilience.
And let me
Yeah,
correct, it's the enslaved, not the
enslavement.
slave, but the
Yeah,
enslaved.
enslaved.
Mhm.
That was against their will
Awesome.
and their wishes.
Mm,
Wow.
awesome. That's good.
Okay.
That
So,
went deep.
yeah, that went deep.
Mm.
Okay. This might be a little deep too.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So, you can either take one of the ones that you've talked about, or another one, but think about a bucket, something that you have on your in your bucket, in one of your buckets, bucket list. Um, and what will it mean, or what did it mean when you claimed it, and what will it mean, or did it mean when it manifest?
Mm,
When you claimed it, and then when it manifests, or when it manifests, okay?
mm.
Okay.
You already got one, go.
I
I
know,
do.
dude.
I
Yeah,
do. I do.
she's ready.
I do. I on that one.
So
It was
what did it feel like? Is it something that you've already done?
mhm.
Okay, what did it feel like when you claimed it before it manifested? Or can somebody define when I say claim, can somebody tell me what you think I mean
Where
by
you
that?
I would say where you this could be me, this is
Okay,
me, this is
this.
what I'm
Mm,
gonna
Yes,
do,
okay.
this is going to be what I'm doing.
Mhm.
Mine was my business.
mm,
And I started I'm gonna be honest with you. I really started planning my business in 2013. If you see the number of vision boards, and my vision boards were different, they were even action, I mean, literally action boards,
Mm,
insurance,
mm,
business name, EIN, business structure, supply. I mean, it was the whole nine yards
mm.
because I knew I wasn't going to start a business overnight. It
Yeah.
had to be done right. Taxes, sales tax. Um, and I wanted to make sure that when I said, I am done and I can walk away, I was going to be ready to walk away.
Mm,
And that is what I did.
mhm,
Um, I got all that together, got all that accomplished. And then in 2018, I got the business registered. 2019, I went live.
mm,
And what did that mean to you? What did that mean?
Freedom, freedom.
mm,
Mhm.
Um, it was freedom. It
Mhm.
was freedom. I was suffocating. It
Mhm.
gave me new life. It
Mm.
gave me new meaning. Yeah, I don't have the protection of a corporate, but I made sure I learned, asked
mm,
questions, took courses. Um, I wanted to make sure I was prepared, and I was.
mm,
Um, that, but I did that one year, 2019. I networked. I just networked. 2020, we went live during COVID.
Mm.
mm, mm.
And COVID was nothing different than what I knew to do in a healthcare environment.
Yeah.
And we
Mhm,
knew how to
mhm,
how to kill. And so a lot of companies and a lot of individuals wanted us to come and provide that type of cleaning. So
Oh, wow.
it
wow,
or come in and also manage the process.
wow.
So it just gave me freedom,
Freedom and life.
Mhm,
freedom in life.
mm,
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
yeah.
What about you? Is there
As you were given the dates, I'm like, "Oh my gosh." So mine was my doctorate. I
Yeah.
started in 2013,
Yeah.
had to stop, started, stop, started, and again, it was always there. It was always on that board. It was always on the board of my mind. You're going to do it. And then I had family members who would do that accountability. "Oh, did you finish?
Mhm.
Where are you?"
Mhm.
And it's like, "Okay. All right. Appreciate it." And what does it feel like to complete? My father used to always say this: education is something no one can take from you. It's in you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They can take a title, they can take
Yeah.
positions, but the knowledge you gain is yours.
Exactly.
So it gave me it, and it was a pride of accomplishment. You have done it. No matter how long it took. You didn't give up. You did it.
Mm.
So it's a good feeling.
Wow.
I like that.
Yeah. That's
And
a
you're
Yeah.
among the top elite for doctorates,
Yeah.
yes.
but
Yeah.
you're among that is educated Black women
Mhm.
because you
Mhm.
have
Mhm.
your master's. Yeah,
Mhm.
I have my master's.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Yeah, there you go.
Go ahead.
Resilient.
Resilient.
There you go. Y'all said that, we grew up. Okay.
You gotta have you
Okay.
gotta have a hard floor for that though. You gotta have a hard floor. Dun, 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 dun. Too funny.
It goes on for 15 minutes.
Right.
And then wait, y'all. So when I was little, just sorry, small tangent.
Sorry, y'all.
When
Sorry.
I was little, everybody going right, and so then when it died down, the kids, because we all had to be on one section in our church, right? So the kids, and it died down, we'd be like, we
Okay,
like
get it
watch this.
going.
It
Here
started
they
over
go
again. Woo! And then someone starts running around.
Okay.
Yeah, on that second time around.
Like, watch this and such and such.
Yeah. Yeah. Love it, love it.
Some days.
Yes.
To the good old days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mess around and be like, "Oh, wait, that oh, she for real."
Okay. Okay.
Somebody playing. Wow. Okay, so for me, so I've claimed it already, and I've yet is yet to completely manifest.
Mhm.
So I want to pop myself off the top of a couple of businesses that I have. So I'm a realtor and I'm also a bookkeeper. So I have some plans where I'll still be there,
Mhm.
but I just want to just be owning it. I don't want to be working in it.
Gotcha.
Um, and what does that mean for me? Even when I began to claim it, it was already freeing, you
Right.
Mhm.
know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But the whole reason why I wanted to step into entrepreneurship is because I wanted to move when I got ready. I
Mhm.
wanted
Yep.
to be able to step away when I got ready, you know.
Mhm.
Not ask permission.
Right,
Yes. Yes.
and although it does take time, when you start a business, you do need to be working in it. You
Mhm.
need to make sure that your vision is, seen by those that you are, giving jobs to,
Mhm.
which was a dream of mine also
Mhm.
to give jobs to people. Um, but now I need them people to have a job and let this thing run like a
Okay.
well-oiled machine.
Mm.
And
Baby.
so when that manifests, then what that will mean to me is I'm moving when I get ready. I can
Mhm.
be remote. I
Yeah.
can go and do and the things, the other dreams that God has dropped on me, I can do that. I can
Mhm.
be excited about it and you know what I'm saying and not feel like we're still waiting on it
Right.
because you know what I'm saying, I can't go and I can't be in 2 places at one time, right?
Mhm.
So, yeah, so that's what freedom.
Mhm.
I wonder when we talk about just even the compound and going to Venice and going to
Africa.
see to Africa and going to see the ships
Mhm.
and
Mm.
all the ones that we mentioned,
Right.
right?
Right.
When that manifests, what is it going to like, why do you even wanna do that?
Mhm.
Like, think about that. Why do you
Yeah.
wanna do it? Why do you think that that had downloaded on you? Why do you wanna do that? And not that you necessarily have to answer that, I'm just saying it to us and then those that are listening because you can't forget the first love.
Mhm.
Like, you have to s and whatever that is, you got your bucket list, you might wanna put beside it, "And this is why," so that
Mhm.
you can stay focused on the reason that you're doing this, especially when it becomes tedious, where, you start feeling overwhelmed by
Right.
stuff or tedious, or
Mhm.
maybe you get off track and you see the reason, "That is my why." There's a book, I think it's called The Why.
Mm.
Um, that is my why. Let me stay focused on and you start saying, "It feels good to be able to do whatever that why is. It
Mhm.
feels good to be able to walk in freedom. It
Yeah.
feels good to be able to give jobs to others that can hold my vision and my vision of what this is, what it is. And it is a well-oiled machine.
Mhm.
It feels good that jobs are given to people, and the best thing you can do is allow somebody else to do the thing that you used to do, right? It
Mhm.
feels good to see that your mark is there the way God has purposed that thing
You're
to
right.
be. It feels good to whatever it is to
Mhm.
know my heritage,
Mhm.
to
Yeah.
I understand who I am more.
Mhm.
Now it's not a fantasy anymore. It is something that I really I smelt the air.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I walked on the very grounds. I have a new identity, or
Mhm.
I shouldn't say a new idea. I have another discovered identity of
Yeah.
mine. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if y'all want to comment on
I will.
how, yeah.
For me, when you say the why of it, it's because it's something of who I am. I like taking care of people.
Mhm.
I love you mentioned being a giver. I like doing for others.
Mhm.
And it's always been bigger than me because someone helped me along the way. Someone has given to me. I just want to return whatever that is back. I always say I heard this term and I it just have stuck with me. I truly want to die empty.
Mm,
I don't want there to be anything left in me. I want to pour out to others. I want to give to others. I want so that when my time is of expiration is up, I know I've done everything that I could do
mm,
to help and give everyone else. That's just my dream and my why. And for that whole compound and all of that, because I you know how you can see gifts in others and you can see the things that they could do, but many times it's just because of the lack of resources that people can't live their wildest dreams.
mm,
I can see it in my siblings, the entrepreneurship and the I have a brother who he's starting his clothing line and all these things,
mm,
but all he needs is more resources
Mhm.
mhm,
because the dream and the desire is there. So I just want to help you get over that hill. Come on, you got it. I see it. I see it with you. So for me, that's the why. Because I've been given so much. So I want to give back to others.
Mhm.
that's good.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. Wow. Um, I did write some things down for the why, a lot of the things that are probably on most of people's bucket list, even if you feel like it's a selfish thing, it probably still fits in some of these. The bucket list to when it manifests, it will help you connect to people you love the most,
Mhm.
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Mhm. Yes.
Somehow it's going to do that. I don't know, like the freedom or the
Mhm.
compound or the whatever, right? Um, it is something that maybe you want people to remember or you remember decades from now that people are still talking about.
Mhm.
And I can't remember, I can't remember if it was you or you're talking about
Mhm.
how, like years from now, I wonder how my great grandkids are going to, what they're going to say when they look at this episode,
Uh-huh.
say, that was
Yeah.
my great grand.
That's the first thought that came. That's my first thought when
We
you
look at
said
each other
that.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're like, what? Yeah. And hopefully they say she was cute.
Get it, Granny. No.
Yes. And hopefully they say something like, oh my goodness. And Granny actually did that thing that she
Mhm.
talked about.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Here are the pictures,
Yes.
here are the receipts.
Mhm.
So, yeah, so decades from now, leave behind an impact on the community. An impact
Mm.
on the community. Like when you look at all the things that's on your bucket list, or maybe even things that you didn't put down on your bucket list, but it just happened because it's you.
Excuse me.
It's who
Mhm.
you are. It's your
Mhm.
Yeah.
authentic self, right? Um, can you ask yourself if you left your community right now, would they know it?
Mm.
Would they miss you?
Mhm. That's a good question.
And
Mhm.
if they will miss you, then maybe you should add another bucket list or another bucket.
You said
And
if they will miss you?
if they I'm sorry,
Oh,
if
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 they
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 don't, I
if
don't,
they
thought you
don't
said
then
miss you,
if.
sorry,
If
if
they
they
will
don't
miss
miss
me.
you, like, the how big is your impact?
right.
I mean, and
Mm.
I'm not saying that to overwhelm you, or I'm just saying, you know, that's one of the things about being human is relationships,
Yeah.
right? And I think in this day and time, it's very easy just to be exclusive, be
Silo.
just to yourself and you're
Mhm.
not out and
Mhm.
about. These days, people stay in the house for a year. They will
Yeah.
not even come out. I mean, I can order everything online,
Mhm.
do everything. I can get my groceries at the door,
It is true.
whatever.
And I think
Wow.
COVID actually increased that.
Right.
So we were already in silos before.
Yeah.
COVID has magnified that because,
10
like you
times.
said, we can do everything. I really don't have to go out of my home. I can work from home. I can order everything I need from home. I can socialize from home. And so we miss and we
Yeah.
lose that human
Mhm.
touch and connection.
Yeah.
I can even get my health care at home.
Yeah.
You can
I
get your
can open up a bank account at home.
I
Okay.
just did today.
Okay.
Another one. Yeah.
So,
At home.
yeah.
You can do it at home. So I personally would admonish you to get out, like let that
Mhm.
be something on your bucket list. Look on your bucket list and see is there something that has to do with getting out and about and around other people,
Yeah.
connecting with other people face to face,
Mhm.
physically. There's something about looking at someone and understanding their story
Mhm.
physically. Not
Physically.
just calling them on the phone, but sitting back in the day, my grandmother used to sit on the porch with,
Mhm.
with
Yeah.
somebody and they would just talk. There's no end. Why is it 4 hours later? We still talking because this is good. And you
Yeah.
begin to learn about, I admonish you to go and put on your bucket list to go out and connect with people that you don't know.
Right.
Yeah. That
That's on
don't
my bucket
look like
list.
you,
Mhm.
that
Mhm.
don't look like you,
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yep.
that may not even have the background that you perceive do not even have the
Mhm.
background. You'll be surprised. The very person you feel like that does not have the background that you have commonalities all
Yes.
through your stories.
Yes.
So we have about 1 more minute actually. Any takeaways, any other takeaways? We've given some.
Mhm.
Any other takeaways from today?
Keep dreaming.
Keep
Keep
dreaming.
dreaming. Keep
Live your
believing you
best
can do
life.
it. Yes.
Live your
Yes.
Have
best
fun.
life.
Yes. Yes.
Vision boards, dreams, and bucket list help you create that.
Yeah.
And whatever your best life is whatever your best life is. Whatever you accomplish those dreams.
Mhm.
Accomplish those dreams.
Yeah.
And surround yourself with people who are dreamers.
Oh,
Yes.
that's good.
Yeah,
And
That's
because
good.
that nurture dreamers.
I need
yes.
somebody to
That
say,
keep dreamers
"Yes, you can
accountable.
do it."
Not
Yeah.
too harsh, but what you doing? Did you say you want to do this one?
Yeah.
Okay, well, what's it gonna take? How can I help you?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. Um, what place in the world feels like it's calling to you? This is not, this is a
Today.
takeaway.
Yeah.
What's calling to you? Um, and what skills, adventures, or challenges would expand your sense of what's possible?
Mm.
Like, you know, do you even have a bucket list? Were you one of those people at the start of this episode to say, "Yeah, a bucket list? What's that?"
Mhm.
You just do it and kick the bucket, and what that means you die?
You're right.
No, 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 that's not what that means. So hopefully we have changed your mind and persuaded you to actually have some things on your bucket list to do to expand your life, to expand the experiences, I'm sorry, in your life.
Mhm.
So, okay. Well, any other comments?
No.
Nope.
All right. Well, again, thank you for joining Her Presence. We have Kelli Moorer. We have Melissa Benson. I am Andrea Wormley. Please make sure you share, subscribe. Make sure that you like. We are on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, all the major podcast platforms and social media, TikTok. Please go there, find us, Her Presence, one word, HER, and then presence,
Capital.
all that's, yeah, capital H, capital E, capital R, and then all that's one word, Her Presence. Alrighty, see you next time.